house.
Thicker the pie, thicker the bag. Meet him a bite, not leasing no beamer. I'm Brian O'Connor, I'm driving it fast. They were just hating cause they in the way, and the way been made it. The is mad. Man in that bag, cause I'm all in my bag. Well, I ain't holding around. Just a little Merlin, out the cutie. Now I don't give a. Tell me why I would on the rose bar couch in my bag. Bands in my denim. In my denim, she was trying to for it out. She don't give a. She was in her bag, Fendi and some lane. Asked for a burger, watch in the front seat of the fouled out J. We living so wild like Nas. When she was on vacation, we was on roll like tires. What we gon' I'm in my bag like I'm in my bag, Mike. I'm really just running for money. I'm Love Flow Joe chasing the check. I'm really gon' run up the money. I'm Carl Lewis, really running the best. Car moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Car moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. I'm really just running for money. I'm Love Flow Joe chasing the check. I'm really gon' run up the money. I'm Carl Lewis, really running the best. Car moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Car moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Bigger the bag, bigger the beef, bigger the problem, bigger the be one of them all in the same. Broke at the end of the month, flow Joe, kill mo, run it up, keep clean. Never let them touch, fits like temper tantrums. Girl, come back that up, all in the club, and bring all your girlfriends. Girl hopping up about a Pearl 6 Louis speed bag glued to her wrist. She was getting paid, she ain't think a thing, but she was thinking slay. We blade thicker than a snigger bag. Talking about she don't come with no baggage. All in her bag, I probably should. I'm really just.
With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Buffalo Bills and the Seattle Seahawks. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. A week ago, they dominated in the trenches. They got in the backfield for 5 sacks, setting the tone there, one on the opening drive.
And it sets the tone for the opposing team, doesn't it? Remember when you were a kid and you went to the theater and saw that horror movie and it stuck with you for a while and you were a little bit jumpy? Well, if you saw 5 sacks the previous week and you're the quarterback, you might be a little jumpy as well. Might throw off his timing.
Yeah, it'd be jumpy, but sorry, Bob and Linda wouldn't let me see a PG movie until I was 17.
Well, that's just good parenting.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Watch him now, Barney!
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Watch him now, Barney! Watch him now, Barney!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Here's Watson now on second down. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And a return across midfield into the 46-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver. If you're... And now a fumble. The ball's out. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. Bear in mind they had 2 interceptions last week, but that was in 4 quarters. They've got 2 here in the first quarter alone.
And the unsung people in this streak, the pass rushers, because most of the time, they're the ones that affect things in the pocket for a quarterback, trying to throw the football, rushing them, getting them off their spot, harassing them. And that allows the defensive backs, the linebackers, to swoop in and make the picks downfield.
And they're swooping. After the interception, here's Watson. Over the middle to Beckham. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Well, sometimes when you try to defend OBJ, you're going to get a PI call.
You might get a PI called at just about any point during his route. And I think a lot of teams have taken the whole philosophy of, hey, just go ahead and do what you have to do and hope eventually they'll quit calling it. But not in this case. They drop the flag for the pass interference.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Right back to him on first down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. And how might this affect him for the playoffs? We'll get a report when we come back.
Come back, come back.
Now a first down throw, Watson. His throw incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored. You give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn...
Dashing through the snow. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Josh Doxson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bills have taken the early lead.
That drive was quick and impressive. Almost like they had somewhere else they needed to be after the game.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. Here comes Ryan Switzer to return it. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. 3rd down now.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Detroit! Detroit! Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
Now a toss play. It's Hines. He's got the first down and more past the 40. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. A big pickup there on 3rd and 6. 49 yards. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus? It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Over!
They'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. Here's Hines, and he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
They'll drop the throw. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And here he'll get it down to the 7. And give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down. And the Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Over!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. It's a 6-yard pickup. It's still a few chain links short, it appears, with 4th down coming up. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
Here we go now! Blue 90! Blue 90!
Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. We'll see what they'll do here as they're up against a 4th and inches. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They'll run for it with Hines. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Nyheim Hines punching it in from a yard away. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. So we're back to a one-point game now as the kickoff comes. This is taken at his 4. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Yeah, here come the Bills. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know that makes some adjustments.
9 yards is the pick up there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now it's Watson. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First catch there for OBJ, and that good for a first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Third and long, it's Watson. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Here's Watson. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Steps away to his left. And the ball is knocked out. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down. He got it stripped, but you can see the panic in his face from up here through the helmet. He was able to dive back on it.
A good bit of fortune for him, because oftentimes on a strip sack, when that ball is wrenched out of your grasp, it can go in any different direction. It can go way away from you. In this case, it didn't matter. He was able to get on it.
On third down, it's Hines. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first, thanks to a flashy little spin move. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
No, check. Patriot. Here we go now. 3-19.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here, because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
Watch you now, Barney. Watch you now, Barney.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Flush to it. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10.
Down. Black 22.
Now it's Breida. And an alley to run. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 yards and a Buffalo 1st down. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
They go play action here on 1st down. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Will Dissly, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills will extend their lead. He's got it, and the lead moves to 15-6. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Some fancy footwork, but not much room to operate. Just up past the 25 and no further. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Escaping the pressure right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Watch it now, Barney.
On 3rd down, it's Hines. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. 2 minutes to go here in the 1st half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll try and throw for it here. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. On first down, it's Watson. Buying time to his left. Shedding through the defense. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it's a second down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. They'll toss it to Breida. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's fourth down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And now the field goal team on for Buffalo. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And this is going to be no good. He missed it off to the left, and this score will stay right where it is. And there is nothing easy about being a kicker on a day like this.
Yeah, I tell you, not only is the footing tough in the snow, but kicking that ball is like kicking a rock. Very difficult to get any sort of feel on your kicks.
They begin the drive with Hines. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Well, this is the reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Runs like that might get him another award.
Yeah, thunderbolt right out of the gate, huh? How about that, hitting the defense hard early? And, of course, carrying the momentum from last week into this week's game.
Now he'll let it go deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A gain of 39 that time. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Now he'll look to throw here on second and 10. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Myers able to knock it through, and that'll get the lead down to 5. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. Oh, good footwork on the spin. So we've come to halftime in a 5-point game. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Not much has changed since we left you at halftime. The snow still continuing to fall as we are back underway. This one fielded at the 5. Oh, now he pulls him over. He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors. But overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
He'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage.
Now, check. Patriot! Patriot! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On third down, that's Hines. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on third and inches. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Right there, 54. Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
The best offenses and the ones that win are ones that make adjustments. And right now, I think this team needs to open things up.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
Looking to throw. Dancing to his left. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
I know for us it's fun, and it's not so much fun for the rookie receivers when we see them coming into the league and we're going to training camps. You see them working on getting 2 feet down instead of 1. But the best ones train in college trying to get 2 down instead of 1, so the transition's a little bit less. In this case, though, wasn't able to complete it anyway.
On third down, that's Hines. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down.
Nice job there defensively on third down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down?
Here we go. What? 90. What? 90.
Back to throw, Etling. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Richmond.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 12 yards is the pickup there, and it'll be third down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This is taken at his 4. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the...
And they drop it for a loss, but penalty markers are on the field. Let's see about the call. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Here's Hines on the toss play. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Back to throw here. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, they really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
He'll look to throw. Looking deep downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And Watson's going to go down in the end zone. It's a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. They'll run it now out of the guns. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. The Seahawks on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd down and 12.
Watch it now, Barney.
They're going to look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Perry. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
He'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
And they pick up the 1st down on a 4th down play. I don't know if the defense relaxed because they thought maybe they'd stopped them on 3rd down or if they just didn't protect the sticks very well. But, boy, that's a big-time pickup right there.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Look at the spin.
Balance.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
They run again with Hines, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. And give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the 1st down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Watch him now, Barney. Over.
They'll look to throw here. Flush to his right. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. It's their quarterback taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Seahawks have made this a one-score game. This time, the extra point up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So just a three-point game now as they send this one away. This is taken at the 3. Able to power through. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. Here's Breida, and he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Now think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
It's caught. Beckham. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. It'll be a gain of 24 on the play. The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Odell Beckham, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bills will extend their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. And the Seahawks on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Watch him now, Barney!
They'll set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
This is Hines. And shutting him off, now open field. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
On third down, it's Hines. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Gone! 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 Gone!
Check it out, Reed. Watch the shift. Watch the shift. Hey, hey. Watch the shift. Watch the shift.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Now back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Bills have recovered.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
15 yards is the pickup there in the drive. Starting very nicely. First down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. And they'll go on the ground. And an alley to run. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to...
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Duke Riley in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And off the crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. And this score will stay right where it is. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a game. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Well, partner, there's something special about a game in the snow. Just always fun in these elements, although a little chillier up here in the open-air booth. The only thing that's not fun is that we got the mid-game notification that our flight was canceled tonight, but we'll deal with that later. It was really a fun game to watch, though.
It was, and there is something special about games played in the snow because the element of surprise really kicks in. You don't know how they're going to handle the ball, if someone's going to make a dramatic play just out of nowhere, and all of a sudden it just changes the course of things. But a big shout out to our crew to make sure that we were comfortable up here, as comfortable as one could be. In these elements, they took care of us and made sure we were dressed properly.
So for Buffalo, they continue to rack up the victories as this one moves them to 13-2 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Oakland to take on the Raiders. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they'll be guaranteed a finish of no better than 500 as they drop to 7-8. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.